What are the best investing options with high returns and low risk involved? Whenever you hear the phrase high returns with low risk, you should keep one hand on your wallet and the other on a healthy dose of skepticism. But let's have a real talk about this. First, I want to break this down to a fundamental truth of investing. There's an inherent trade-off between risk and reward. If someone is promising you both high returns and low risk, chances are they're either mistaken or selling you something. Now, that said, there are certainly ways to invest more prudently for solid gains without going all in on something as volatile as the next hot cryptocurrency. For example, index funds, particularly those tracking large selections of the market like the S&P 500, have historically provided solid returns over long periods. They're like a smorgasbord of some of the largest companies. Your risk is spread out among them. Then you've got dividend aristocrats. These are companies that have not only paid but also increased their base dividend for at least 25 consecutive years. Stability and growth, these are your tortoises in the race that often win by simply moving steadily forward. Another option you could consider is real estate investment trusts, REITs. They can provide some attractive yield without having to take on the headache of buying and managing properties yourself. Let's talk about bonds for a second. They're not what they used to be due to historically low interest rates, but they do offer less risk than stocks, particularly U.S. Treasury bonds. You're essentially lending money to Uncle Sam. And there's something to be said for dabbling a bit in peer-to-peer lending platforms. You're basically the bank, loaning out money and collecting interest. It's a bit riskier, but diversifying across many small loans can help mitigate that. Oh, and let's not forget Roth IRAs. They're a retirement investing vehicle that lets your investments grow tax-free. It's a longer play, but a smart one. Now imagine living in Portland, Oregon, like I do. You've probably noticed how this sustainability mindset isn't just great for the environment. It's also a way to approach investing. People here generally don't run after fast money. It's about the steady green growth, both in our gardens and in our portfolios. So, Scott living in Portland or anyone else reading this, it's all about balancing the elements. Mix and match these options depending on how much heat you're comfortable with, and be patient. Remember, most of the time it's the slow and steady that wins the race. And sometimes, just sometimes, that race is more of a scenic hike through the lush landscapes of the Pacific Northwest.